Morning, friends. I had a busy weekend reading over those drafts that you submitted of your bills. And I have to say, some of them are really, really interesting. Some of them need a little work, and in that case, I left comments on them. So for those of you who are freaking out, 1 out of 50 just means that I've read it and left comments, and you're ready to resubmit a final draft. I just put 1 out of 50 so I know that I've read it and left comments. It's an easy way for me to keep track of things. So it is not a common work in any way. Many of them were very lovely and just needed a couple of things tweaked before the resubmit. So don't freak out about the 1 out of 50. You're going to get a real grade on it when I go through and read it for the second time. Make sure that you have submitted that first draft. If you have not done that yet, please get that done today. We are going to move on to the next step on Wednesday, which is writing a speech explaining why we need your bill. And if you don't have a bill written by then that's a problem. You may have noticed that there is a new assignment in Classroom today where it's asking for the title of your bill. So please go in and post the title of your bill. If you haven't written a title for your bill yet, then do that and then post that and then take a look at what other people had to say, make some comments. Because I feel like a lot of people, one of the things about this whole e-learning thing is that you feel very isolated and you're having a hard time coming up with ideas because you don't know what kind of ideas you want to come up with. So this is your chance that your classmates are thinking and to try and come up with some ideas or tweak something. Get some feedback from not just me, because you guys have lots of great ideas. So don't be afraid to share them. So again, make sure that you've submitted that you've submitted an initial draft. If you have already submitted an initial draft and you've got that 1 point, then you need to go in and make the changes that I suggest and then resubmit it, and I will regrade it so that we can move on to the next step. If you look at that and again, you're like, I just don't know where I'm going with this, go back and look at the video on how to write legislation, how to write bills and resolutions. I'm going to put it in here in just a second. You can click on that too if you want. But take a look at that. Ask any questions you have. As always, Hangouts is the fastest way to get a hold of me, but you can email, you can send me messages through Classroom. There are lots of ways to get a hold of me. So again, your list for today. Post the title in that question in Classroom. Make comments on other people's titles and what you think about and what you think they could do. And then resubmit or submit for the very first time. But hopefully you guys are on the resubmit stage. Good luck. And Wednesday, we move on to phase 2, which is writing a speech, because don't forget, this is speech class.